awesome intros. Nice to meet everybody. We're going to run through the ingredients real quick. So you do need Rice Krispies, as Lisa and I talked a lot about. Then you need brown sugar, regular sugar, flour, salt, baking soda, vanilla, semi-sweet chocolate chips, old-fashioned oats, 2 eggs, 1 cup of butter. I think I said vanilla already. And the dried apricots. And yeah, then we're going to chop up the apricots first and then start mixing everything together. So it's a pretty easy recipe, and it ends up tasting like a super delicious-y kind of trail mix cookie. So I'm really excited about them. We're going backpacking for Labor Day, and I plan to bring these with us. Okay. So first things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350. All right, preheating is on. Okay. You can put down if you want to.
No, it's okay. I like being the camera person.
Okay, so next up, we're gonna chop up the dried apricots, and you wanna chop it until you have 1 cup's worth. Let's see, I don't know how much I'm gonna need. The whole bag, we'll see.
How many you got there? Maybe 20?
I've never really chopped apricots before, to be honest.
Is that a plastic knife, Corey?
No, it's metal. It's just orange. Matches the apricots. We somehow have ended up with a lot of colorful knives.
Yeah, we have a yellow one as well. I think we have a purple one.
Oh, and there's red, blue, and
oh yeah, well the handles. I think your mom is talking about the blade.
Oh yeah, the blade is
blade's orange.
metal.
It matches the apricots, which is pretty nice.
That's always what one is going for.
Yeah. It's actually kind of startling how exact.
How perfectly matched they are.
Yeah, it's really meant for cutting apricots.
All right.
Or carrots, maybe.
Yeah. And really, you want to go for a nice chop so that they're, chocolate chip sized, so they mix in well to our cookies. Very sticky.
Trish, do you have a favorite dried fruit?
Well, I did use apricots when I was for fencing tournaments because they have potassium in them.
And they're a quick sugar and energy source. Get in your system very fast.
Huh.
All right, these seem to be chopping.
Cleve, what about you? Do you have a favorite dried fruit?
Banana.
Well, let me think. I do like apricots as a dried fruit.
You have to get the nice ones, though. You can't get the cheap store brand.
Rude.
Well, I think we got a nice one. They say fancy on the bag.
They do say fancy.
Fancy apricots. Dried fancy
We did make sure to find ones that had no added sugar.
Yeah, fancy ones.
Oh, you got the fancy ones too.
Oh, look, we matched. We went to the same Safeway, maybe.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Okay, this is looking pretty chopped. I'm gonna give them a showing.
Yeah, it's really good in there. Yeah, it's looking pretty chopped.
All right, let's see if I chopped up a cup's worth. Very sticky. Hey. Good.
I need a quick energy boost.
Ah.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, not quite a cup. We gotta
You might
keep
need
chopping.
to chop the rest of the bag.
Chop them all?
Yep.
All
Let's
right,
chop 'em
chopping
all.
the whole bag.
Wow.
Trish has been buying banana crisps.
Oh,
And banana what?
Like,
Fruit.
fried,
They're-
fried slices of banana.
yeah, but I don't think they're fried. I think they're air dried.
And they're thin.
I was just talking to my one of my coworkers has a dehydrator, and he
Oh yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those.
yeah, he dehydrates his own fruit, so he'll make his own, dried apricots, dried bananas.
Can you make like jerky in it?
I don't know if you can make jerky, but he was saying you can also make your own like backpacking meals.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
The dehydrator is great too for making, if you have like peaches or fruit that's getting ripe before you can really enjoy it, you can make your own like fruit roll-ups with honey. It's really good.
Ooh.
Really
Oh,
good.
wow. That sounds great.
That might be the next kitchen gadget we get.
Maybe we should let Mom get one we can test
You get that machine.
Homemade fruit roll-up sounds great.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
probably
no,
way
that's-
healthier than the store ones too. All right, I think Alex was right that we needed to chop the whole bag. Yum. Okay,
That
I'm
smells
gonna
real good.
put these in a bowl because we're gonna add these towards the end, and I'm gonna need my cup measurer. All right, you can put your cup of chopped apricots off to the side. And then we're done chopping, so we can get rid of the cutting board and knife. Cup measure a little wipe down.
Okay.
It's not too sticky. Okay, is everybody ready to move on to the next step? Lisa and Janet.
We're ready.
Okay, not you. Yeah, I can throw away my apricot stuff. Okay, next up we are going to cream the butter and sugar. So if your butter isn't, we let ours out, so it should be soft enough it'll cream. You can pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds if you need it to be a little softer. But yeah, we're gonna measure out 1 cup of the white sugar and 1 cup of the brown sugar and put them in your mixer bowl. Okay, 1 cup brown sugar.
What makes brown sugar brown?
Molasses.
Ah.
You can actually make your own.
So it's cane sugar and molasses?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think so.
Does Mom disagree?
Trish?
I don't think that's right.
No?
Well, I've seen people make their own brown sugar, and that's how they do it.
No.
No. You can't just say no and not at least have a theory.
I'm looking it up. Hang on.
All right, now I'm measuring out 1 cup of white sugar.
Okay, so yes, you can make your own. Brown sugar is a sucrose sugar product with a distinctive brown color due to the presence of molasses. It is either an unrefined or partially refined soft sugar consisting of sugar crystals with some residual molasses
I think I
content.
was right. Okay, that's the end of the sugar. And now, so 1 cup white sugar, 1 cup brown, and then you're gonna put in 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. Yum, yum, yum.
How much butter is in a stick of butter?
Half. Okay.
Half a cup?
Come on. I don't want to waste any
Corey's
butter.
wiping the butter wrapper on the mixer to get all the butter.
Yeah, it's the good.
Gotta get it all. We were making some chicken earlier, and she put the butter on top of the oven to warm it up. So that was a cool trick.
Okay, we're ready to mix the butter, cream the butter and sugars. Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
When do you know it's done?
Well, it should turn into sort of, see how it starts looking like the one consistency.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scrape down the sides a little. So yeah, that's what you want it to stop looking like butter and sugar and looking like sugared butter.
Ah.
And no sugar at the bottom of the bowl, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, that's looking great. Look at that. See, that looks like one flavor. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now once those are combined, you're gonna keep the mixer on medium to low and add your 2 eggs. I'm gonna turn it back on. Add 1 egg. Add 2 egg. Put those in the compost.
Maybe if it come a little bit forward, then you wouldn't be in the sun so much.
Now I'm gonna scrape down the sides again. But it's sort of similar. You want to be getting the same consistency with your eggs, butter, and sugar all together.
Mm.
There we go. Okay, turn it down a little just so you guys can hear me. So while it's still going, you're gonna add in the 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All right, now we're gonna stop it and scrape down the sides again. Okay, now we're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna clean out my 1 cup again because we're about to put in some flour.
Mm. While she's doing that, we're going to take a look at what other books we can get with our Rice Krispie.
125 titles. Oh,
Right in here, yeah. Choose from 125 titles for all reading levels. You can get a Magic Treehouse book.
Mm-mm.
You could get The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I grew up with Eric Carle for sure,
yeah.
and Bernstein Bears.
Okay.
Corey must have 50 Bernstein Bears books or more.
I was a big
How
fan.
many there are.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I
think
didn't
my
look.
collection. I had a similar collection.
The
too.
Rice Krispie recipe is right on the side of the box.
Oh, Rice Krispie
Right,
treats.
Rice Krispie treats. Yeah.
Meant to be.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, that's why I
So
was
Corey,
like, what?
you haven't been sending me books from the REO Retail Network, have you?
No.
They're kids' books.
I've gotten like many books from that. It's on the pier in San Francisco, and I've gotten many books from there. They're like clearly all for children of color.
Huh. No,
And
Mom, I'm gonna keep baking for a second.
okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. So now you want to keep mixing, and you're gonna slowly add 2 cups of flour while it's going.
Wouldn't put it in while it's going.
Okay, there's 1 cup. Now it's really starting to get the cookie dough consistency. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna scrape down the sides again. But yeah, it's really thickening up, which is great. Flour stuck on the bottom.
Hey Corey, have you ever frozen these bars?
Ooh, you mean the cookies?
Yeah, just for those of us who are not going to be camping anytime soon.
Yeah, I froze the s'mores bars, or the what were they called? The magic bars, the first thing we did.
Okay.
And it worked fine. I think these cookies will also freeze totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely have some, but then I saw that it made 2 dozen, and I'm worried about being found on the floor.
Like, I don't think I'll eat that much. You could also, if you wanted to, you could just bake half of it, and you could actually freeze the dough.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Then you have dough in your freezer for if anybody ever comes over, outside. Okay, I'm gonna let this mix for a second again. Ooh.
You okay? You okay? Oh,
Yeah.
So Corey, you're using the paddle as opposed to the other one, and is there the whisk type one?
Yeah,
Can you do that one.
The paddle one I think is recommended for some baking, for a lot of baking.
Okay.
Especially
Okay,
this
great.
one, because I didn't want because this one has a bajillion toppings in it, so I didn't want them to get stuck in the little metal one. So this one,
Right.
that would be better for this recipe.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm closing up our flour. Okay, next part of the recipe is it wants you to combine the baking soda and the salt before you put it in. So I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda and salt in this little bowl here. One teaspoon soda. And 1 teaspoon kosher salt. Oopsies. Okay. This combine salt and baking soda. All right, and when you have those combined, you're gonna turn the mixer back on slowly and add this mixture. Apricot. Scrape down the sides again, my favorite activity. All right, nice and creamy. Okay. All right, now we're gonna turn it back on. And while it's going, we're gonna add, now we get to add in all the toppings. So first in is 2 cups of oats.
It's supposed to oats.
Oh, it's cereal, right, Corey?
It's
No,
like
just
oats for oatmeal,
yeah, just
Yeah.
Quaker oats.
the Quaker oats, but this is the Safeway organic brand.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about this recipe is almost everything I've already had at home. So we had to get the apricots, we had to get the Rice Krispies. I forget what else we had to get. But everything else is just sort of stuff you would have at home usually, which is nice. Okay. 2 cups of oats added. Now we're gonna add 1 cup of shredded coconut. Which the coconut I had from the Magic Bar recipe. Okay, add in the coconut. I'm gonna stop it for a second and scrape down the sides.
Wow, look at that.
It's turning
Look
into
at that dough.
some thick dough. We still have toppings to add.
For the coconut, do you prefer the unsweetened or the sweetened?
I normally get the sweetened kind for if I'm putting it in something like this. It's probably not necessary, but that's what I used was the sweetened ones.
Since I haven't had the original cookies, I want to be as authentic or get as close to authentic. So that was the reason for my question.
Yeah, I think the Ratty, the on-campus eatery, I think tended to go with, you know, as sugar full as
As possible. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, 3 more things to add.
All right.
Okay, next up is going to be the Rice Krispies.
I see you've been putting the mixer on the stir setting. And I also see it goes all the way up to 10. Why the stir setting and why not faster?
We don't need it to go. We're just trying to combine them. We're not trying to, you know, the fast setting is normally if you're trying to whip egg whites into something different.
Okay.
We're just using it as a combining feature. All right, turn this on.
Okay.
All right, 2 cups of Rice Krispies.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Making a funny noise.
Yeah, your mixer is probably going to make a crunchy sound.
And 2 cups. Okay. Next up, we're going to add our cup of apricots. Whee! Mixer's struggling.
Yeah, you need to lock it.
It is. Oh, no, it's not locked.
The mixer appears to be making one giant cookie.
It's very thick dough.
Yeah.
Okay, we do still have one
Surprised
ingredient
didn't ask
to
for
go.
cookie.
You can do it, Mixer. It's the most important ingredient, too. All right, last thing is you're gonna measure out 1 cup of chocolate chips.
What kind of chocolate chips you got here? Milk, dark, semi-sweet?
Semi-sweet,
Okay.
which I have the 2 SF brands. I had an
Guitar?
unfinished guitar bag and an unfinished Ghirardelli bag. So we're doing a little bit of both.
One of my sister's roommates works as like a water treatment inspector. So she goes to different corporations, manufacturing facilities, and makes sure that they're not polluting the water near them. And one of her clients is Guitar Chocolate. And the last time she went there, they gave her a bar of chocolate that was roughly 2 feet long, a foot wide, and 3 inches thick. So
Wow.
my sister and her roommates have been slowly breaking off pieces of that bar. I think it will take them a while to get through it.
I'm gonna throw a few more chocolate chips in.
All right.
Okay.
The dough's kind of creeping out over the edge over there.
This dough really just wants to do its own thing.
It's already going backpacking without us.
All right. But this looks delicious.
Wow.
So now you should have a sort of hilarious mix of many great things.
The bowl is very heavy. I don't know if I can lift the bowl.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot happening in the bowl.
Yes. Here, do you want that?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Need to share, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the reason when you have a recipe and it says makes 18 to 24 cookies, it depends on how much of the dough you eat before it goes in.
Definitely. I normally eat at least a cookie's worth of dough.
Yeah.
That's great dough.
Mm-hmm.
It's got so much crunch.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick picture.
Photo of the dough.
Photo of the dough.
I'm keeping myself off camera here because I am licking this mixing utensil clean. So I'll save you that image.
All right. Okay, so our dough is done. It's great. It's as mixed as I think it's going to be. So now we get to put it on a baking sheet and put them in the oven. And like Lisa said, it's a good thing to mention, you don't have to cook it all right now if you don't want to. Move that out of the way.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
What is it?
It's a silicone baking mat. So instead of having to put tinfoil or parchment paper down, I think Kelsey gave it to me.
Yeah, pretty cool
actually.
design. Yeah, I think she did.
Are there 2 of them in that tube, or?
I have one big one and one little one. So the tube came with the big one. And then you're gonna make sort of spoonful size balls and drop them on your baking sheet. What are your thoughts on the dough?
Super good.
Yeah,
I still had a little jalapeno pepper on my fingers, so it's kind of spicy dough.
didn't go great
For
with
me.
the,
That's okay. Add a little thing.
might be a little big.
A little bit bigger than golf ball seems to be what we're going. Maybe golf ball
Yeah.
size.
Over here.
All right.
So Mom, your books have just kept coming? These children's books?
Yes, and they say they're from me. So it's like ordered by me, sent to me.
Well, I'm sure you could call them and ask.
Yeah, Mom.
I think maybe you signed up and don't remember.
Nope. Nope. It's pretty cool though. Somebody's sending me books.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll fit 3 more on this baking sheet and
All right.
pop them in.
So total of 13 on this one.
Normal.
Baker's dozen.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why.
I don't know. Anyone know why it's called a baker's dozen or why it's 13?
No.
Is that how many donuts fit in a standard donut box?
No, I think that's an even number.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna take another picture.
Okay.
Just looks pretty great. Tony, what's the Zoom ID?
Zoom ID is 845 574 410 46.
Not that long. Okay. Sorry, we have a guest trying to join. All right, I'm gonna pop these into the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. So I'll set the timer for 10 and then check them.
In the 13th century England, a law was enacted which prevented bakers from cheating customers and selling light loaves of bread. To prevent themselves from getting in trouble with the law, bakers would give an extra loaf for every dozen purchased to make up for any potential shortfall.
Oh, huh.
Ain't in good shape. Cookies.
Those look good too.